All right, so we're starting day, well, 2-ish basically. As far as video is concerned, day 2. And these are some really nice tables that I got used. They're U-line packing tables. I was able to find a good deal on a bunch of them from a phone repair shop that closed down. So we're just cleaning them off. Keegan's working on building a storage shelf right now for the kitchen. Stone's coming in soon to do the last 3 or 4 wiring runs for the production room to get those all in 10 gigabit. And then we're gonna start building these tables. And I think we have a good plan on where they're gonna go already. Before that, this video is brought to you by Thermal Grizzly's high-end thermal paste and liquid metal. Thermal Grizzly's Cryonaut is an affordable, high-quality thermal compound that doesn't face some of the aging limitations of other pastes on the market. Cryonaut has a thermal conductivity of 12.5 watts per meter Kelvin, focuses on endurance, is easy to spread, and isn't electrically conductive, making it safe to use on GPU dies. Thermal Grizzly also makes Conductonaut liquid metal, which we've used to drop 20 degrees off some temperatures in our delidded tests. Buy a tube at the link in the description below. We just have a quick setup going with the 10 gigabit Cat 6 wires going at the wall. So this is port 13, so we have a wire going into the system, into the wall, and then there's a patch panel up here, so it's coming out of 13, and that is currently talking into a 10 gigabit router that we already had. Then this end comes out, goes into the test bench, and so then the test is, does it transfer at the correct speeds? So we're just gonna pull the dead NAS video, paste it onto the ITX or micro ATX machine. So the networking we think is all fine, and it is hitting the speeds. It's hitting 1.1 gigabytes per second, which is pretty close to 10 gigabits.
Almost 9 gigabit.
Yeah. After overhead and drive considerations and all that. So that seems good. I think at this point it's just a matter of getting the right systems in, the production systems with faster drives. So that's the wiring that's been going on. Basically, patch panel up here is talking to ports in the walls, and we're gonna have a 10 gigabit switch, a 1 gigabit switch, and then we'll just control which one goes to what based on budget obviously is why we're gonna have a 1 gigabit switch, and then need for each room. So that's the work that went on in here.
You'll notice on the splash screen when you turn it on, it says that this is Cat 5 and it's 24 gauge, but it's actually Cat 6 and 23 gauge.
Yeah.
But you can do that.
So it's saying 112 feet for
just the whole wire.
Okay.
And then that's kind of funny.
Yeah. 112 everywhere, and then 113 for one wire in the cable.
And this just means that side A matches side B. So if you did a crossover cable,
I'm guessing it rounds
we
up.
would swap those two.
Yeah, I'm guessing it rounds up and they're all very close to 113 or something.
That's probably true.
All right, so to explain the tables, basically Patrick's working on the tabletops. That one is face up and then the rest face down. They're really nice. They're about 1.5 inches thick maple, and it's real wood. It's like one of the few things that's not particle board that we've worked on. So super nice top, 8 feet long, 30 inches deep, and we have 5 of those. Bought them used with some other stuff, but the main thing is each one has 3 pairs of really heavy duty metal legs. So they're definitely not gonna be wobbly or anything like that, because I can't really mount shelves to the walls everywhere I want to. I bought these with them, and it's a power strip with the shelf built in, which is actually really nice. And like everything else, it's 8 feet long. I guess our ceilings are 9 feet. So yeah, that accessible from the front of the table, which will be awesome for testing, plugging stuff in without having to crawl around and stuff like that. It should stay pretty managed. Big on-off switch. It's actually a kind of like the APC ones, so it will actually trip if there's, I think it does surge protection. I don't know if it does like short circuit protection, but I want to say it probably does with that button. I have to look into it. And then the other side is just a shelf. So these go under the tables. Basically, what I'm saying is these are pretty involved to build. It's a lot of screws. And they're very large. We're gonna have to build them upside down and then flip them, and they're nearing 300 pounds after everything's on it.
Do you need a different hammer?
No, I have a mallet.
Okay, good.
It's working perfectly. See? That's perfect. How it's supposed to be used. The black part is the handle. It's the wood part that you mash that in. So those are the tables. I'll show you where they're going really quickly. We already published this for our Patreon backers on patreon.com/gamersnexus. They got an early look at it. But basically we're doing one here in the background of the main A-roll set. There'll be a table in front of me. There'll be a table behind me here. It's one of those. It's a bit lower than the standing height tables we'll have for A-roll. It's about 3 inches lower, but it'll be fine for background, putting stuff on. And then the other ones are gonna be mostly in the test room. So for this room, basically I deliberated over this for like 10 minutes in the behind the scenes video. So we're gonna take one of these, pretty nice rolling table, wood top, not the same wood, but looks close enough to be aesthetically nice. That will go in the corner behind Andrew filming right now. So that'll go over there. It's 5 feet long, same length as this one. Then we'll put in 2 of the 8-foot long tables, same height, same depth, similar surface. 2 8-foot tables here, and then we'll do two of these uglier computer tables go here, and then 2 more of the ugly computer tables go there. And I think that fills this whole room, and that leaves us with 2 of the packing tables, both of which will go in the production room. And I guess I can show you where that is too. So the last 2 tables, one will go here. This space is like 8'8", so it'll fit really nicely. And then one will go here. And then I'm gonna put the remaining wood table or tables, I think it's gonna be one that fits, next to it. So we'll have like 13, 14 feet of table space here, 8 there, and then a bunch of 2-foot deep tables back here. So they're not quite as deep, they're 6 inches shorter in depth, which will be nice just to make sure we don't get too crammed in here. And also, they're just gonna be editing stations, so they're gonna have like monitor, keyboard, mouse on them, whereas these ones might have towers on them, like systems. So that's the plan for the packing tables. I think that pretty much wraps where they're all gonna go. So all we're doing here is we basically have an assembly line for these tables right now, because they are used. So getting rid of all the tape and adhesive and discoloration and everything. And Patrick's cleaning them off with Goo Gone and sponges, and then I'm going in after with this stuff to just reseal it and get it pretty. So looking pretty good. These are going to be most of our work tables for the office. So really happy about the quality on these.
So we bought these tables from a guy who labeled them meticulously with individual like numbers on every part, and then I guess sold us a random selection of those parts. So the numbers don't really match up, but we do have the correct number of everything, and now we are trying to figure out how to actually put them together. I think this rail without any plugs on it goes along like the floor part. Yeah, the one without the plugs goes along, because I'm looking at a picture of them right now. And then this cable, or whatever this, the like reinforcing beam, this goes along the back like wall side.
The proprietor of the business, the illustrious Stephen Burke, wanted some more Cat 6 because in one of the rooms he decided that there needed to be more computers working together, and so we had to go back, and as with all new move-ins, decisions were made to change things, and so we're going back in and adding 3 additional Cat 6 runs, and that just means having to pop open ceiling tiles, and I like to do every other one just so you can kind of toss wire over the ceiling tiles, then run the wire quickly. And now I'm putting the ceiling tiles back because I'm done in here, except that I've got to pull down through the edge of the wire trough and then finish off all of these, punch them down into the patch panel. Now we did do some testing maybe 2 days ago. Gosh, might have been, yeah, but probably 2 days ago, to see if we'd get 10 gigabit, and we got pretty darn close. I think it was on another video. And so this is a Cat 5e patch panel, but we've got to take all these wires, run through correct cable pathways, and then split them open and punch them down in the back of this patch panel. The testing said that we're going to get close to 10 gigabit, but not exactly 10 gigabit. And so what I got to do now is I got to go from here into the other room, and in the other room, you'll see where there is conduit in the wall. Like there's an example, that's the one I'm hitting next right there. And so I just got to grab the wire from over to the top of the firewall and drag it through, and then take the white wire, which is existing Cat 5 wire, and pull. I'm just going to chop that there, and I use electrical tape and I bind the Cat 5e and the Cat 6 together, and I just use the Cat 5e as a pull through so I can have 2 Cat 6 wires at the outlet there, and that'll be the end of the wire pulls. So from there, it's all about punching down, and we have these little jacks right here. Just gonna punch down these. I think we showed you these in another video too. With Cat 6, you gotta be careful to pull as little wire as possible out because you don't wanna lose bandwidth. The more untwisted you are, the more frequency you lose. So, well, maybe that's not exactly how it works, but general idea. You don't wanna twist the wires. And punch down those, punch down the patch panel, and we'll be done. Good to go.
So we're almost done with this. The only thing that's bugging me is this door right down here. You see it's not flush. So I can use these here to go up and down, and then inside this one will control the depth. So this, how far this comes out from the wall there, and this is sorry, this is depth. This is back and forth, and this is width. So I can use all that to adjust it and hopefully get it more like this one.
So we figured out where all the parts go. The back support there, and then this is like a foot thing.
Or
flip goes
shelf, I guess.
Yeah.
So are those shelves the ones that are going on this foot? This
No,
bar?
they go above because there's
Yeah.
actually
I mean, there's cardboard ones over there.
Oh no, those go in a bin shelf organizer. That bin on the floor right there.
So then these will go.
I think those are the walls for the top shelf.
Yeah, these go on either side.
Yes.
And there's scribbles on the side, and then that electrical shelf thing goes along the top. And then we just have to figure out where these go.
Yes.
Because I think they probably reinforce the shelf.
They're supports of some kind. I don't remember where they go.
If there's holes in the back, then that'll be.
Nope.
Well, I just fished a piece of plastic out from under here, and now I'm sticking my cabinet into the wall. Kind of.
Need a real hammer. I can bring one in.
No, this should work.
Is it the same mallet approach you used earlier?
No, I'm using it properly.
Okay.
Stop being a dick.
Just finishing up these RJ45 jacks, the wall jacks, and RJ45. RJ45 is the end you put on the patch cables, these little guys. Just gotta clip them, strip them, punch them down.
update, everyone. So this is what we ended up doing so far for the testing room. So this bench is insane. This basically we decided, this wasn't planned, decided to pull one of the 8-foot long packing tables and use it for the live stream set. So it'll give enough real estate to work on and build, like, have a stream system. The shelf on the bottom underneath there can be used for the streaming PC, the one that does the encoding. And then all the components on top, plus the monitors, whatever. So that'll be a really nice streaming system or table. And then that left us with an extra one of these. We couldn't put that on the streaming table. So mounted it here, we've got 2 of these, just power strips and shelves. It'll be a really nice testing station. I'm thinking power supply testing would be cool here, but realistically the Sun Moon is so big, I don't know if it'll fit in that slot. If it does, we'll put it there, otherwise it goes on one of the gray tables. So yeah, 2 of these are done for this room. And then actually all the tables are done. We have 2 more in the production room. We have 1 in the video room for the A-roll set. So these 2 tables will go side by side once we're done with the Ethernet wiring and all that stuff. Might pull another circuit in here and get like a 20 amp or something, but for now I think we're good. And I think that pretty much recaps it for this room. So, and then behind Andrew here out in the main area, there's the taller version of this table. So we just boosted the height. It's about 37 inches off the ground. So much for the Cobalt table. So this will become a live stream set. And the height's actually pretty good for it. So yeah, it gives a lot of space for stream setup. And then the Cobalt one I think will become the A-roll table. And I have to figure out if I want a table in the background now of that set. Then the last thing, I guess Keegan's working on shelving unit with Patrick. So that thing's gonna have all these cardboard bins in it. They'll be storing small parts, so small part storage, thermal paste, thermal pads, stuff like that. And I guess now I'll just go ahead and this is my walker I built because my neck hurts after building all the tables. So this is actually pretty useful, particularly for yelling at kids to get off my parking lot. And I think next, I'm just going to put this here over the sink, start setting up so that we have some kind of like ability to consume food and liquid in here while we work. So fridge comes in tomorrow, storage cabinet's done for food. So that's, I mean, Keegan built that, came together pretty well, other than the super busted hinge that we had. That got bent way out of shape. So we're gonna have to ask for another one of those. That right there is supposed to be like that, shipped like that. So yeah, there's food closet. Pretty boring stuff, really. Have to add liner to all this stuff. Put the dish rack over the sink, and then we will have stuff we can actually eat off of. Although I don't presently have chairs for this room. There are 3 chairs in this place in total right now. So that's the update. I'll get back to work on the kitchen thing. All right, so it's the end of technically day 2 as far as video is concerned. And I guess I'll show this first. This is our newest creation. It has some pretty severe torsional force characteristics. And not quite sure why it acts like that. This is from Uline. Quality product. I think we're just gonna run some boards or something down the back and bolt those in. That should fix that problem. So we got that done. This is gonna be a bin shelf. Has like just corrugated bins. You pull them out like that, and it'll store thermal paste, thermal pads, things of that nature. Small testing parts, fan controllers. Basically, small things we need access to for testing, and that'll go kind of here. We'll have a table here. Not sure which one, but table there. Set table for the live stream is done. So this was a last minute change. We weren't expecting to use this table for the live stream set, and the Cobalt table will get pushed that way and used for the main set, I think. And then still need to buy one more workbench for the background of the live stream set. Not sure if we'll do a table for the background of the main set. But yeah, that's this table. Pretty nice table. And we took the extra power bar for this one and put it on stacked in this room. So this thing is just insane. It's probably gonna be the the go-to test bench for any serious testing. Mentioned earlier, not sure if it's in the video, but mentioned earlier, might try and put the power supply testing here. It just depends on if it'll fit or not. And we moved this one into place. Can't move the others into place yet because we're still wiring the Ethernet, converting it all to Cat 6. So Stone had some progress there, should be in the video. But yeah, these two will go next to each other. It'll be an amazing workspace. It'll be one just big contiguous wooden work surface with power inline, big toggle switches, resets for the protective circuits. So we should be good there. One of the rolling wood tables will go over there, and then the other four where Andrew is right now. Patrick has adorned the live stream set with one of the mod mats we brought over. So one thing we were considering doing is putting the live streaming encoding computer down there on that shelf, so that'll actually be kind of nice as well. Just fit it all in one area, plus it's 8 feet long, so we'll never run into space issues during a live stream, probably. This room hasn't had much progress or any progress really today. Still, it's 5 shelves. We need to put in the 6th here, 7th over there, or over there. And Stone's got a lot of this pre-wiring done. So this is all running into all the rooms. This is our new Cat 6 wiring. We're upgrading the space from Cat 5, Cat 5e, so we can do 10 gigabit internally. And some of the old stuff's been pulled off here, but some of it remains. Internet from outside waiting to be activated. And then we moved these 2 tables in as well. So this is the production room. We'll have one will go from here back, and then another one where Andrew's standing right now, right there. And that'll be 2 of the main tables. We'll have one of the rolling wood tables right here, and then some of the small tables, 2-foot deep tables, coming in from Amazon. Eventually we'll go against this wall here. I think we'll have space for one more, but I want to build those first and see if they're garbage or not. And I think that's most of it. So that's our progress for today. I'm also ordering a bunch of sound treatment and a whole lot of other stuff. So we're gonna do a blue and black checker pattern sound treatment on the opposite side of this wall. So it's just absorption, not diffusion. And that'll be used for opposing the video sets. So the echo and reverb have both reduced significantly since we started here. This room's the worst right now because it has the least stuff in it. But the main room has gotten way better. So I think with sound treatment on the wall, we should be good. So yeah, that's the update. That's on to day 2. Got a lot more work to do, eventually moving equipment in. But as soon as the Ethernet wiring's done, we can start moving the tables into place and really get going on the rest of it. Got to paint the wall still for the set, stuff like that, but we're getting there. So as always, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. Go to patreon.com/gamersnexus for some behind the scenes updates on this space. We've posted 2 already at the time of this video. And go to store.gamersnexus.net to pick up the mod mat featured in this video, or my shirt. Not literally my shirt, but one of these shirts will be on the store. Subscribe for more. I'll see you all next time.